So what are intercepts? Say we had this green curve and we wanted to find the intercept. What are intercepts? There are two types of intercepts. X-intercepts are where the graph crosses, or you could say it touches, meets, intersects the x-axis. We also have y-intercepts, and that is where the graph would cross, intersect, meet, touch the y-axis. So we need to remember that the x-axis goes left and right, and the y-axis runs up and down. So looking on the x-axis, I'm looking for where the graph, the green line, hits the x-axis. So in this situation, I would say that we have three x-intercepts. We have an x-intercept at -10, 0, at 3, 0, and at 8, 0. You may be noticing that in each case, the y is a 0, and that's because we are on the x-axis. So when you're thinking of x-intercepts, you may want to think, what is the x when y is 0? In this green function, I see it crosses the y-axis one time, and that's the point 0, 3. So that is the one and only y-intercept for this function. Just like with the x-intercept, if you want something to think about when you hear y-intercept, you can think, what is y when the x is 0? Let's say instead of being given a graph, you're given a table. If I want to find the x-intercept, I should think, what is x when the y is 0? So on the y, with our output, I'm going to look to see where is the y 0, which tells me the x is going to be 4 when the y is 0. The x-intercept for this table would be 4, 0. The y-intercept, you could think to yourself, what is the y when x is 0? Means we're going to look to the x column, and we're going to see, do we find a 0? And so when x is 0, the y is 2. The y-intercept is 0, 2. Now let's say we're given an equation. If I wanted to find the x-intercept and I was given an equation like this, I would think to myself, x-intercept means what is the x when the y is 0? So 0 is equal to 2/3 x plus 15. And then I just need to solve for x. At -45/2, the line will cross on the x-axis. If I'm looking for the y-intercept, I'm going to make x 0 to solve for y.